Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been 6 months and I didn't tell you guys where I went, and I apologise for that. The short and sweet of it is that life got really ahead of me and YouTube sort of became second nature, and I had to put it on the back burner because I just didn't know what to do, and I was spending so much money on physical media that it was just unhealthy, and I just sort of needed to take a step back. But now, after 6 months, after saving money, I am back. I'm better than ever. Hope you guys enjoyed the little teaser that I uploaded a couple of days ago. That was from the help of Josh, or as you would know him, Classic Tunes. Great friend of mine. He's helping me out a lot with coming back to YouTube, and I really do appreciate it. So today, this video is going to be what I've picked up in the past 6 months. It's not a lot compared to what you'd probably expect me to pick up in 6 months. I've got one TV show, quite a few Blu-rays, and four 4Ks. That's a small amount of 4Ks for me. But anyway, I'm going to get into it without any further ado. First up, we have The Flash Season 7. The only DC TV series that I've actually kept up with, other than Arrow, and I really do enjoy this. I've not seen Season 7 yet, so I'll be delving into it very, very soon. And then moving on to Season 8. But yeah, that's Flash Season 7. The Father, one of my favourite films of the past year. Anthony Hopkins is amazing in this film, so is Olivia Colman. Anthony Hopkins won Best Actor, the Academy Award for the Best Actor, and this movie won Best Adapted Screenplay. It is such a heart-wrenching film that many of you should watch, and I'm sure a couple of you can relate to. I know I relate to it quite a bit. So I cannot recommend this movie enough. The Father is amazing. But yeah, that's The Father. The Many Saints Newark. This is a prequel to the TV series The Sopranos, about the life of Tony Soprano and how we sort of grew into the gangster world. Obviously played by James Gandolfini's son, and also stars the late great Ray Liotta, who we sadly lost. I think at the time of recording this, it may have been just about a week ago. I'm not entirely sure, but obviously, as you know, Ray Liotta was involved in my favourite film of all time, Goodfellas. So it was really sad to see him pass away at such a young age of 67, whilst doing what he does best, and that was on the set of a movie. But yeah, we are all very saddened to hear that we lost Ray Liotta, and I believe that this was his last big performance in a movie, so I can't wait to watch this and then eventually move on to The Sopranos. That was The Many Saints Newark. Next up, we have a I believe this is a Sony Pictures 25th anniversary edition of a movie that I haven't seen and I've heard is amazing, and that is Stand By Me. Yes, I know I haven't seen Stand By Me. This has a now what is very famous cast. We have Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, which I believe is the brother of Joaquin Phoenix, Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell, and Kiefer Sutherland. Can't wait to watch this film. It's not long at all. I know it's criminal that I haven't seen it yet, but I will get around to watching it at some point. That is Stand By Me. Holmes and Watson. This is sort of a comedic take on the Sherlock Holmes story with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. It also stars Rebecca Hall, Rob Brydon, Steve Coogan, and Ralph Fiennes. I know a lot of people don't really like this film. I picked it up because it was £3.50. I have seen it before. I do like it, but it's obviously not the best in the world. But it is something to just it's not a film to take seriously, and it is very funny in parts. That is Holmes and Watson. Top Gun. I picked this up today, or as you're seeing this, it would be yesterday. I've not seen Top Gun. Yeah, I know. Another criminality, but I've not seen Top Gun. Obviously, Top Gun Maverick has just been released, and it is high on my list to go to the cinema and watch. But I have to watch the first one in order to do that. So I decided to pick it up again today, but yesterday, as you'll be watching this video. And this was, I believe, £5. So yeah, and this is the special collector's edition. So yeah, really looking forward to watching Top Gun. Batman The Long Halloween Part 2. Part 1 was amazing. I have now seen Part 2. As you'll be watching this video, I would have seen Part 2. And I'm sure I would have loved it just as much. These short animated like Batman / DC movies, some of them are better than the actual live action DC movies, which is hard to believe. But yeah, if you've not seen very many of the Batman or DC animated films, I highly recommend you go and watch them, because some of them are great. That is Batman The Long Halloween Part 2. Stillwater with Matt Damon. I've not heard many great things about Stillwater. It was £6 in CEX, so I thought, why not? I'll give it a go. I haven't seen it. I do like Matt Damon. Yeah, I'm just, if I don't like it, I can then either get rid of it or just keep it in the collection and not watch it again. But what would be the point? I might as well just get rid of it. But yeah, that is Stillwater. I'll let you know of my thoughts. You're Next. I believe it's a home invasion movie. I've not seen it, but it looks quite suspenseful. It looks like one of those. It looks a lot like The Guest, which is a great film. But yeah, £2.50 in CEX. I couldn't really leave it there. Again, I will let you know my thoughts of You're Next. You're Next. This one for me was sort of one of those movies I sort of saw and was like, I'm going to give it a go. Basically, when I see this movie, all that comes into my head is Raging Bull meets Rocky. Grudge Match. This is a film starring Robert De Niro and Sylvester Stallone, as well as John Bernthal, Kim Basinger, Alan Arkin, and Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, I don't know what he's doing in there. But this is a really cheesy boxing film, and as I say, it's Rocky meets Raging Bull. Is it great? No. Is it good? Yes. Is it one I will constantly rewatch? No. But it's there in the collection. It's a good watch. If you want to see what it would be like if Rocky met Raging Bull, this is the film for you. That is Grudge Match. Layer Cake. A good, I believe it's a British film. Basically, the reason that I picked this up was purely due to the fact that when I watched No Time to Die, I wanted to see more. I wanted to delve more into more of Daniel Craig's work, and I see this had a great cast, and it was going quite cheap on Amazon. It's got a great cast. It's a Matthew Vaughn film. It stars obviously Daniel Craig, Cole Meany, Sienna Miller, and Michael Gambon, of course, Dumbledore. And I watched this, and it's pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's good for what it is. So if you're looking to watch a British film with like loads of action, then this is the film for you. Okay, it's actually quite surprisingly good. Now we're on to moving into the amazing territory with Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Jim Carrey, Kate Winslet, Kirsten Dunst, Mark Ruffalo, and Elijah Wood. As soon as I stuck this film in my PlayStation, I was hooked. Brilliant performances by Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet. They have brilliant chemistry on screen, and it's one of those films that will stick with you for such a long time, and it's one I highly recommend. I don't know if it won any awards, but by me watching this film, I believe it should have. But yeah, I highly recommend you guys go and watch Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Psycho. don't kill me. Don't kill me. I've never seen Psycho, the original Alfred Hitchcock acclaimed masterpiece that I've not watched from 1960. It's in these HMV horror slips. This is the best one I've seen so far. This artwork is beautiful, and it comes with the original release of Psycho. This is high on my list to watch, and it would be my first Alfred Hitchcock film that I watch. So I thought, why not start it off with Psycho? I can't wait to watch it. And also, let me know any of the things that I've picked up in this video that you've seen. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of them, and if you've not seen them, are they high on your list to watch? And then tell me if they are. So that is Psycho. I cannot wait to watch that. Inside Man. One of those films I never expected to be good. Denzel Washington, Clive Owen and Jodie Foster. It was actually surprisingly great. It's a cop action film, also stars Willem Dafoe. It's a great film. It's got so much action in it. Denzel Washington's brilliant in it. So is Clive Owen. Jodie Foster's really good. They just have really great chemistry on screen. It was £3 in CEX. Directed by Spike Lee. It was such a great time. I'd highly recommend Inside Man if you've not seen it. It's a bit like The Equalizer, but there's more like spy and espionage in it, I'd say. But yeah, that is Inside Man. One of my favourite comedy films of all time, Me, Myself and Irene, where Jim Carrey has split personality. Is it split personality disorder? Basically, he's got a load of alter egos, or he's got a couple of alter egos, I believe, in this film. I can't really remember how many there are, but the most famous one is Hank, and it's basically following a journey. Jim Carrey's character, I believe, goes on a road trip or is running away. I can't quite remember. I've not seen this film in such a long time. And he meets Renee Zellweger along the way, and they get up to all kinds of stuff, and it's just a really fun time and really funny film. £8 in CEX, bit pricey from a film that came out 22 years ago, but still a great comedy film nonetheless, and I believe one of Jim Carrey's best performances. That's Me, Myself and Irene. Now we're on to the 4Ks, my favourite part of this video. Weird story actually. So the next two 4Ks I had in mind to get anyway, and when I looked on the HMV website, they were in the 3 for 30, obviously with the third film. When I checked the next day, they were out of the 3 for 30, and I was so baffled. I should have ordered them there and then, but I didn't. I went out today hoping that I would see them and they'd be a reasonable price. They were on the shelf. They didn't have the third film. They did have the third film, but it was £20. These were £10 each, but there was also two other copies that were £20 each. So two of them marked up at £10. I couldn't turn them down. Two of my favourite action films of all time. The second one being my favourite action film of all time, and that is Bad Boys 1 and 2. Oh, Bad Boys 1 and 2 on 4K. These were £10 each. Obviously, as I said, the first one is great. The second one is my favourite action film of all time. You can quote me on that. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, brilliant in these films. They have amazing chemistry on screen. The third film is really good and all. It's a really great trilogy. I can't lie, it's one of my favourite trilogies of all time. I just almost knocked myself out with Bad Boys 2. But yeah, as I say, the third film is great. I do need to pick up the third one on 4K, but to pick these up for £10 each, I couldn't leave them there. So that's Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2. Next up, we have my second favourite Marvel Cinematic Universe film that recently came out in December of 2021. And I'm so glad I finally picked up this film. It's been 2 months since its release, and as I said, I wasn't picking up that much, and to finally have it is just amazing. I can finally rewatch it, and that is Spider-Man No Way Home. Oh, this movie's good. I can now do my Spider-Man marathon again. Yeah. I don't know what that was. This film is amazing. Tom Holland, best performance by far as Spider-Man. Spoilers ahead. If you've not seen Spider-Man No Way Home, click off the video now. The amount of returns in this film is unbelievable. We obviously see from the trailer that Lizard, Electro, Green Goblin, and my favourite Dr. Otto Octavius are back in this film from the previous Spider-Man villains. And did I say Green Goblin? I don't think I did. But Willem Dafoe. This movie's unbelievable. It gave me the biggest nostalgia kick up the arse I could ever have. It just sent me into shock. We obviously have all the villains returning, and we obviously have Doctor Strange in this film. But then we have the original Spider-Man back. Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire is my favourite Spider-Man. But I reiterate, the biggest nostalgia kick up the arse you could ever have. This film, by far, in my opinion, is the second best Spider-Man film behind Spider-Man 2. I'll always stick by Spider-Man 2 as the best Spider-Man film of all time and my favourite Marvel film of all time. This is definitely my second favourite Marvel Cinematic Universe film. If you've not watched Spider-Man No Way Home, what are you doing? Just go and watch it, even if you've not seen it. If you have seen the original 5 Spider-Man films, that would be the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. Fuck off, bike. If you've seen the original Spider-Man trilogy, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, and the 2 Mark Webb Amazing Spider-Man films, although I feel your pain if you've seen the 2 Amazing Spider-Man films, please watch No Way Home, because I could talk about this movie all day. It's amazing. Go and watch it if you've not seen it. If you have seen it, comments down below. Let me know what you think of this film, because I adore it. And finally, now, a while ago, a year ago, I went out on a massive Blu Ray hunt, and that is my most viewed video of everything that I picked up. That's on 1.1k views, which is mental. But as you would have seen in that video, I picked up The Wizard of Oz on 4K. Now, because the stupid person behind the counter decided to leave the tag behind the disc, when I took the tag out, the disc got, let's just say, buggered and didn't work. I had it in my collection for ages and didn't sell it. I eventually did get rid of it. And whilst I was selling it, I noticed this in CEX. This was £20 in CEX. I now know that since the recent big HMV sale, this went down to £20 brand new. But I got this before the HMV sale, and that is the limited edition anniversary collection of The Wizard of Oz. This was £20. This comes with the soundtrack, many discs, the original poster, numerous art cards, the map of Oz. This comes with literally all the bells and whistles. This comes with everything, and for £20 I couldn't leave it in CEX. This is a beautiful set. I believe you can still get this in HMV, but I believe it's back up to 40 or £50 now. But I really I would open this up for you, but I think it would be a hell of a struggle to get everything back in place. But do let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do a more in-depth look into this box set, and that is the limited edition anniversary collection of the 4K for The Wizard of Oz. That is everything. That is everything that I've picked up in the past 6 months since not uploading on YouTube. I'm so glad to be back on YouTube. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you're new around here, please subscribe and don't forget to smash the like button. If you're not new around here, smash the like button. It's great to see you again. I'm so happy to be back again, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.